Hi, welcome to 2020 Tasty Treats with GourmetQuilter. We're doing 20 different programs this year through the website gourmetquilter.com, and at the moment we're doing an applique series. We're doing 20 tree appliques. So for 20 days we do a different tree each day with a pattern to download each day and a video about each tree. So we've got our little forest starting over here. We've already done 7 of the 20 trees, so we're up to tree number 8 today. There's a diagram here of the trees, so the 7 we've done are all in the top row on the diagram. We're just going to start on this middle row now and come across. So I've gone ahead, I've traced all my shapes. If you've registered already to receive the pattern, you'll have tree number 8. And so we've got everything here ready for you to trace, to applique. So trace onto your fusible webbing, onto the paper backing, then iron it to the back of your fabric, cut it out with some delicious scissors. And here we are, we've got our shapes ready to go. I've already cut mine out, I've cut my background block, all that information is in the pattern. And I'm going to go ahead and start peeling off the paper from my shapes. So they're numbered so that you know that some go down ahead of others. So this is number 1. So it's going to go down first, I'm thinking. So I've got to remember that I'm going to lose 1/4 inch seam allowance around my block if I'm going to sew this into something else. So I've got that main tree part, and then I've got the trunk which sits on top in this particular case, and that wants to sit somewhere like that, I'm thinking. That looks kind of on the pattern. There is a diagram of the finished block up in the corner here so that you can see how everything goes together. And then I've got all these delicious little coloured round shapes. I'm not sure whether they're berries or flowers or whatever they are. They look quite delicious. So I've done 4 different colours so that we can have a little bit of variety going on. And they're fairly randomly placed. There is a diagram that shows where some of them go, but really I think random is pretty good on this one, so that we have a bit of variety going on. Put that down there and over here. This tree is looking like a really fun tree. I would like a tree with bright round coloured circles all over it. So just till you move them around till you're happy with their position. And I think that's looking pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and iron it. I don't want to iron it till I'm ready, because once it's ironed, it's there to stay. So I'm going to be free motion appliquing the stitching on this. You could do other types of applique, of course, but I'm free motion stitching. And I like to put a piece of stabilizer or something behind when I'm doing free motion, so I'm using a lightweight cotton batting for that, just making sure there's no coloured threads sitting on it. And I place that on top. I just like to press it in place. It's not fusible, but it just holds it quite nicely when it's been pressed together. So usually then I'm going to go to the sewing machine and start stitching. I'm going to do free motion stitching, and as much as I'm able I try not to stop and start with free motion, but I am going to have to do all of the circles separately. However, I can start to do the tree trunk and the main green tree in one go. If I start somewhere near the green tree and start on the trunk, I can then come around and go all the way around in one go, and then I just have to do separate ones for those little circles. So I'm going to go ahead on the machine and start on my tree trunk just near where the green is, so that when I join up again I'm in the right place to go onto the green. So just free motion straight stitching. So I've dropped my feed teeth out of the way. I've just got a regular 50 weight cotton sewing thread in there, a regular sewing needle. When you're working on small things, you can turn them around so that you can see where you're going. It's always a good thing. And I'm going to keep coming up and go right the way around that trunk. And then I'll be back down near the green very soon. This is a great way to do a little bit of practice with free motion work when you're just working with small things like this. And build your confidence if you're not confident doing it. So I'm just going to go straight now onto that green and go all the way around the green. So I'll see you when I get back around there sometime doing some circles. So I've gone ahead, I've gone around my green main tree and I'm just doing the last couple of these circles. Do a little stitch on top of itself to end off the threads. Then I can just trim these threads away, and one more circle to go. So again, just start off with a couple of stitches on top of itself. Finish off the same way, and then I can just trim these little threads off. And I think that is looking pretty amazing, so I'm going to go ahead and press that. And that is tree number 8 done. I'm going to put that up as part of the forest that's growing up here. Kind of exciting. Quite like these little trees. I wonder what I'm going to use them for. I don't know whether I'll make a whole tree quilt or whether I'll make some cushions or a bag, or I might do all sorts of things. So that was tree number 8, thank you. For more information, please go to GourmetQuilter.com. Otherwise, I'll see you back here again for tree number 9.